Matchup versus the league MVP, Joe Burrow, in the divisional round. He went crazy in the regular season, only throwing one pick, but throwing for 37 touchdowns. So this might be a high-scoring game right here. Probably the top offenses in the league. But we got some ball hawks. We try to create some pressure, try to force them into some turnovers. He got a run game as well, though, with Josh Jacobs in the back. So, hey, hopefully this is a good one. Down to the wire. Playoff time, baby. We got to lock in right now. So, I'll catch y'all at the end. Hope y'all enjoy this video.
The divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Saints and the Niners on Sunday night primetime.
It was a frequent sight in the 80s and 90s, and it's continued on till today. Playoff football in the Bay Area as we welcome you to Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, and we got a great one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. They come in feeling good after who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive.
11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Burrow's throw here pulled in by Lazard. And this one. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 15 yards. From the 50, it's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And force him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leave it. Watson. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down.
But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play. Works a defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they get it done.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's first and goal. Watson off play action. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And a
possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And this will be a game. Now it's Burrow. Got a man, that's Lazard. That one covers 29.
You're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They try to throw on second down, but a couple of them picked off. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off because right now it's out there for them. They just got to go seize it.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. To throw on second is Watson. This pass is caught by London. And this is going to be another first down. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Drake London.
Pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Now Burrow. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. So Fear to pick up the first down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
They came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And they will take over.
He can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Eluding the pressure right. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. Now a play fake, and it's Watson on the move to his left. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And he is out of bounds inside. Here's Watson. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And this is going to be another full.
And creates extra yardage. They almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now Watson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
11.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again, it's Burrow. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll get him down as he's up on a 3rd and 3. To the air again, Burrow. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 30.
So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Faking the give. Now Watson sliding out of the pocket. That ball caught by Slayton. Touchdown 49ers. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners continue to. They can get something on the board here before intermission. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll have this pass. There's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road.
Watson on 3rd down. That is caught. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 2 catches now in this division.
Taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Escaping the pressure right. Past the 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Off of play action, it's Watson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to take over. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They juked him. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on. Watson off play action. And he slings one that's incomplete.
But they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Across midfield. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him.
Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. 1st and 10. Now Burrow. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they get him to the ground quick. They're going for it. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Brings up 4th.
11,
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. I talked with a couple of the guys in the meetings about how big is home field advantage. And they kind of downplayed it a bit, but I think we're seeing here today, building up this lead, looks like they're going to win. Why home field advantage in the divisional round?
Tough environment against the team you're going to play, so being at home was a big deal, but now they know, at least they feel like it, they're moving on to the championship round, and it's got to be no better feeling. Look at that.
The second half, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it in. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Big play, 3rd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. By a threat, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now he dumps this off over the middle. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Same target. It's Jacobs again. Touchdown, Saints. Josh Jacobs, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now Burrow changing things up here. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Oh, the Saints recovered it. New Orleans football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put...
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Burrow's throw here pulled in by Lazard.
Gotta go score. Let's go.
And Burrow going to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's... Burrow. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. On the other side to get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Cordero Patterson on the loose. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, 49ers. A big-time special teams play here in the fourth quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends...
10, a minute 38 to go. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now Burrow. That escapes the set, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Burrow. Pass complete, Tunyon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbound.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Here we go.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Yeah! And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Pat Surtain. He may go. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And that pick 6, that was the first turnover forced by the defense in this ballgame, CD.
And what's even better is when they finally forced one.
At halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do it starting tomorrow.
11, 11 common. 12, 12, 12.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Osh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
It was a little scary at the end there. They scored a couple touchdowns in that fourth quarter and recovered the onside kick. It had me like, oh, hold on real quick. But overall, good game. Defense, shout out to them. Able to get a couple turnovers at the end though to seal it. But in the beginning, man, Ayuk, hell of a game, man, showing why he's a top receiver in this league. But on to the next round, man. I believe we got Eagles, Philadelphia, so we get a rematch. Last time they whooped us, so hopefully we get them this time. Gonna be in Philly, so it's gonna be a tough crowd, man. But hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Y'all leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.